Hello. Hello, hello. And welcome to this bit of a nippy day. Been a certain quantity of snow happening around here. Hello! There's a miss, there's a bear. We're here, we're ready. Are we? We're not, I'm not. Anyway. Got carried away playing Hitman. There's so many ways to play that game. I've just been going back through the previous levels that we've done and doing stuff, and by the previous levels I mean the tutorial level. Well, apparently 50% of the way through doing all the things you can do in that level. Anyway, enough Hitman. We're not here for Hitman, unless we are. I don't know. It's random. We're doing another random thing from my list of things that I said at some point I would do. So let's put on some nice music, by which I mean Louis-Zong. Sounded like a bit of a backhand compliment. That wasn't intentional. You are now ready. Energy. I'm now out of energy. That was all my energy is gone now. How's everybody's day been? Been nice? Nope, no energy. Okay, fair. Understandable. Swoosh. Here we are. To my excellently framed...
They're sealed shut, and that's the way they're gonna stay.
That's the way they're gonna stay. There we go, that's been a little bit better. Hi, Jim! It's been alright here, cold but sunny. Ooh. Here it's been cold and not sunny. How's the Jim? Is the Jim well? Hi! Goodish day, but you're very flat now. Yeah, I know the feeling. Get all comfy. Cold and definitely not sunny over here. Yep. 'Tis the way. There's Scotland hoarding all the sun. Terrible, really. RPGs was good. Brilliant. I wasn't in this one, was I? I lose track. Yeah, so again, just as a quick reminder, I have a long list of things that I said at some point I would draw. Which I've called whips, which is not correct, because none of them have started yet. But it's as good a name as any. And yeah, we're just going to pick one at random, and do that. It worked well last time, so why not? So this could be anything from like ideas that I wanted to do from previous draw-throughs, or just a random thing I came up with, or something from the ICO. I should probably put some Avonvale stuff in there as well. Because I haven't done Avonvale stuff for bloody ages. But yeah, what are we going to do? I don't know. Ooh, I'm going to go. Oh, I left the thing on where it covers it up. Even more suspense. I'm going to press it. I'm going to press it. Yeah, what has it got? Pigeon Dragon. I mentioned this in the scroll. I mentioned this in the introductory scroll. Do you remember we had a Pigeon Dragon in 16 Symbols? I think that was after a Crow Dragon. So I guess we're going to draw the Pigeon Dragon now. Let's get reference. Luckily, I hoard all this stuff on my computer. Draw-throughs. 16 Symbols. Where are you? There. You always confuse me because I spelt out the word 16 for some reason. Okay, I'm going to open up the 16 Symbols document because we literally did the entire draw-through in one document. I want to draw a pigeon griffin someday. Mine's much sillier than that. I think it's just a giant pigeon with 4 wings. But we can do a nice picture of it. Right. It was relatively early, right? It was after that. Hey, Jethro. In here somewhere? What's this? Yes. There was the big crow. And that was the pigeon dragon. Oh, it also had 6 legs for some reason. Okay, well, we'll take that as our starting point. Should I record a time lapse for this? Maybe. Why not? Sure. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we might as well. Do we want to do it in that pose? We can do it in that pose, why not? And then have like the environment around it. The pigeon squirrel combo. A squidgel. That's just what I call squirrels. I forgot about the 10-year-old manager. Yep. Manager in a factory, 10 years old, because that's the life expectancy is bad. Alright. Are we just gonna do this like this? Or are we gonna mess around with it? We're gonna try and do a different pose. What other perspectives or poses can we do? Also try and work out roughly what the anatomy is. Oops. Big. The anatomy is big. I like this one because it makes it look big, but also it makes it real hard to figure out what's going on with literally everything. That's fair. Yeah, let's just use this as a base. Draw over it, make it a bit nicer, and then paint. Try and come up with some sort of environmental detail. Well, the feet are going to have to change a little bit in order to accommodate perspective. Just a little bit, make that just a tad like that. So this is going to be a weird stream. I'm not actually drawing it, I'm just redrawing it. Okay, so let's do a flip. Slightly clearer idea of where things should be. The fact that it's looking one way makes its symmetry a bit strange. How can I fix that? Can I bring the head forward slightly? The rest of the body that way? What else can we do to make this dragony? We can add some more things. We don't need to limit ourselves to exactly what we did last time. What makes a dragon? What do pigeon dragons hoard? Chips. That's seagulls, really, isn't it? But what about fourth sketch meme? How dare you? Bread? Yeah, bread. Bread makes sense. Fire breathing. I think it's silly enough without the fire necessarily, unless we have another one in the background. Just off in the distance. Based on every pigeon you've ever seen into your backyard, they definitely hoard bread. They are bullies of the bird world. If you ever put out bird feeders and stuff like that, they will bully every other bird away. So makes sense. On spines, teeth. I was thinking of giving it sort of like a bit of a sort of jagged, toothed beak. As twere, that might be something. Maybe. Couple of little spines up there, and then maybe something going on with this thing. Not sure what exactly. 2 sticks and a feather is a nest, all right. This feels like a. I relate. They mean toothbeak or not toothbeak. That is the question. What's the sort of play here? Here's the question. Am I going to do this? I guess I should do this in the 16 symbol style, right? i.e. the fondant style. The 16 symbols / honcho. Yeah, this shape needs sorting out. It's been a while since I've done fondant, but I guess we can get back into it, there's no problem. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, which is most people probably, I did a video a while ago about, I did 2 videos. One was of enemies in 16 symbols, which I came up with some real fun designs, and I was going to do more of those, and then I forgot. Because it's me. Can you believe I forgot things? So let's show some examples of those. This was one of the favorites. I like that one. Little snailman. What else? There was the cauliflower. I like that one as well. That one turned out nice. Obviously, old man cabbages. We don't speak of old man cabbages. Anyway, I did these, so they've got this sort of style. It's lineless. It's very smooth. Very. Was it Jeeb who described it as edible? Which I think is why we called it fondant. But then I also did a video of redesigning characters from Clue / Cluedo, and also making new characters based on the weapons for a board game that I never finished. Where would that be? That would be in games, wouldn't it? Because my organizational system is very straightforward. And I did it in a similar sort of style. All these characters in that kind of fondanty smooth. Fondanty smooth. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna do this again. I think you said in a hangout when I was doing Honcho. That makes sense. In terms of specific characters, I like Candlestick. Candlestick turned out well. And also Professor Plum, who was Chomp, you want to eat it? So yeah, let's try and do that. We'll try and do that style, which means doing this. The slight drawback with doing this style is I end up using about 200 layers per picture. It is very much a digital style. Does anybody know about like toothed beaks? Like which way? I assume the teeth would be pointing backwards. That makes sense, right? Sort of serrated. I should try and put some thought into this. Well, I mean, I don't have to, but I feel like I ought. If you're having difficulty controlling a tool, make it smaller. I always forget to do this, and I just keep trying to do it again, and then erasing too much, and then drawing more, and then erasing too much more, and back and forth. Look at geese? I don't want to look at geese. Looking at geese is a dangerous pastime. I should also probably look at a pigeon. Good job advertising commissions without any reminding from anyone whatsoever. I did well. I did it all by myself. Thank you. No, thank you, because you didn't do anything. Geese teeth. I did the thing. Okay, I'm gonna give it a big old overbite. Looks a little Jurassic at the moment. Why does that first one look more like a pigeon? The eyes further in? So yeah, what have people been up to today? Bordering on rooster, that. Apart from RPGs, obviously. Someone swear? Want to see if you fixed the chat censorship? The chat censorship has always been a bit weird. It's usually fine with swear words and really very, very strict about baby dinosaurs. Oh no, it's learnt that. That's good. Hi, Kiro. We randomly chose the pigeon dragon from 16 Symbols, if you remember. And we're doing a nice drawing of them. Well, nice is probably a bit strong. Like that. How's Akira? Remember and you love them. I'm surprised anyone remembers them. They were literally drawn as a joke because we got 2 boss symbols in a row. Well, the crow dragon, no, the crow or magpie dragon made sense because we were trying to find shiny things in a tree. Then we needed another boss and we were just in a tree, so, pigeon dragon, fine, whatever. Working on a commission for Dark that's been a real chug, oh dear. I'm already trying to think, like, how am I going to do this in terms of layers? And the answer is with a great deal of difficulty and bad planning. I don't need to worry too much about precisely where the feathers go, because that's all going to change when I start doing the layers. Need it to convey the sense of scale, so I need all the big old concentric rings. Contours written in feathers. For some reason it censored the word fools earlier. How strange. You got it, Jim and Bear. Listen me. Got to be back doing your own art. Yeah. Pretty close to being done, but woof. Is it a werewolf? Okay, what's going on with the legs? There are 6 of them, apparently. Gonna have to deal with that decision. not a werewolf. And then when you're done, you can draw fairy as a treat, you have decided. Nice! If I wanted to, I could probably cheat by using the symmetrical tool, but... Something like this, I feel like I should do it somewhat properly. Let's also work out what's going on with these, exactly how do pigeon feet work. Yeah, I'm glad you like the emotes, Kira. The emotes are also in Better Twitch TV, if you have that extension. I made some emotes today and yesterday, which people found early. Because apparently Discord added a new feature, which shows you when new emotes are uploaded. So I can't sneakily test them anymore. I remember seeing that this morning and I was like, is anyone gonna notice that there's a big flashy thing that says new? Hopefully no one does. There's only a couple more. I can do this, and then just immediately. Pigeon Dragon might not have all of their feet. Might have a popcorn nubbin. Popcorn nubbin. Maybe that would add some nice asymmetry to this. Maybe they could also have one foot up, as if they're sort of stepping forward. Again, give a sort of sense of scale. Sort of have some sort of framing. I imagine the horizon line's about there. That feel right, maybe? Didn't know some, did you actually look at the emotes to get to that? And then you saw the Jethro card and went, wait a moment! Thought you could get something past Kira? Oh yes, Kira is all-knowing. I'm glad you like them. I've been meaning to make new emotes for bloody ages. There's still more ideas to do. What's going on with this pigeon? Alright. Don't know if they've been dyed or something. The clause there is not helpful. Until I work out what's going on with how these work. They don't have to make anatomical sense, they just have to look right. That's usually how I operate. Doesn't have to make sense, it just has to look like it does. I feel right. Okay, yeah, one of these to be bending up. So that, and then sort of flat there. Get rid of the claws again. I'm not ready for them. Yeah, I should curve in as well. Doing something or other. Okay, let's actually decide what's going on with these talons. Oh, they just look like worms with shields. So hang on, let me work it out on the floor first. That makes sense, right? Maybe that one could be a nub. We're gonna go up like that. And then sort of down. Like that, and then a little lump. Little bump. From whence the claw shall come. I mean, if I'm gonna do this in situ, this does take place on top of like treetops, so I'll probably hide a bunch of this with foliage. But I should probably draw what it is I'm hiding, because I don't know where the foliage is gonna be. Also, the really long back toe is not conducive to having multiple feet. Spread out a little bit more. Don't have to give it 6 feet. Yeah, but it's kind of fun. Remember, most of the feet is going to be covered up. And one of them might not be there, so. Something vaguely like this. But better, hopefully. Do that there. Sure, I think I prefer that. Okay, so I guess that's going to act as our prototype, which means I should just have a quick... Let's not get rid of this completely, just push it back a tad, and then we can put in some little toe knuckles, I guess. Go up, and then there, there. Don't mind all the circles, I'm just plotting the celestial orbits. Celestial orbits. So what does the bottom of one of these toes look like? There's a question. Go down like that. Okay. What's this thing about? Oh, I'm actually not going to draw anything today because it's all just redrawing. But what about false sketch mean? I should probably disseminate that to the internet. I feel like people would appreciate it. So what it looks like from below, it is now. Look, I like to be sure about what I'm drawing, except when I deliberately set it up so that I'm not sure what I'm drawing. That's foreshadowing. I want this to come forward as possible. Just trying to grab you. Should I make this bigger? A little bit of perspective. And maybe a little twist. Okay. Now let's remember how this actually fits into the leg. Because it's poking forwards a little bit, it would be facing more that way, so it needs to go like that. If you're in defeat, you would definitely screenshot this foot. I was about to make a statement, but then I realised I'm absolutely not qualified to be talking about foot people. But I would expect that most of the people who are into feet are into human feet, right? Is that an unreasonable expectation? Although I guess they were probably like the combination of foot and furry, right? It's probably a thing. Finished another crochet! Looked up and I'm doing a steppy on you. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah. Again, I'm very much underqualified to be talking in this field. But boy howdy, if that hasn't held me in good stead for all of the crap I've said on stream for 5 years. A foot tree? Pori? Yeah, Pori. Yeah. Should read chat before I try and come up with it myself. My sweet summer child. Oh, Kiro the all-knowing. We often refer to you as the all-knowing by means of a compliment, but often it is a curse. Kiro knows all, including the nightmares. Been around a while and there are things one can't unsee. I feel that. that I do know. I'm gonna have this foot. No, that was gonna be a nub, right? Chicken, what was it? Chicken drumstick? This is gonna be a delicate Google. Popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting pictures of pigeons and popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Just, yeah, something like that. Yeah, my computer's making bad noises. I really should get it checked out by somebody who knows what they're doing. But that costs time and money. Definitely sounds like a fan is loose. Which would be fine, I'll go in there with a stick and poke it, but... Sounds as though it's coming from the power control unit, and I'm not touching anything called a power control unit. Is there lore to this pigeon? Yeah, we needed a boss and we were in trees. Yeah, so I have the thing up, so let's tell the story of this part of the game. So, 16 symbols was randomly generated. Symbol by symbol. We were I analyzed all the Final Fantasy games to try and see if there was structure in their story. The answer is there isn't. But in doing so, I basically boiled it down to 16 different symbols that describe any given event. So one of the symbols was we meet a new character. Another symbol was a boss fight happens, that sort of thing. And having done that for all of the Final Fantasy games, I now had a probability distribution for all of the symbols. So I made a random generator for a random fantasy game plot. So we did that, we randomly generated one, covered it up, and then symbol by symbol, we revealed it and wrote the story without knowing where it was going. Is the website still up? Yes, and the first third of the story's there, because I stopped doing it after a while. So yeah, that was the thing we did before Project Via. And it was fun, it was a good time. But what that meant is that we didn't know when anything was going to happen. So we climbed a tree in search of a MacGuffin that we needed. I think it was a toaster, wasn't it? We needed a toaster. And we got up there and we're like, oh, cool, there's lots of shiny things in this nest. Oh, brilliant, there's the toaster, fantastic, good times. Oh, boss, well, it's a nest, so that makes sense. There's a big old crow. Let's call it a crow dragon, why not? That sounds fun. Cool, now we've dealt with that. Marvelous, what do we do now? Oh, there was another boss. Okay, there's a pigeon here now. Anyway, and then we moved on. And we got back to the train. Train dads! And then we went to a cave. Because the train was full. Train dads! Can't remember their names, I'm afraid. Train dads! The Cave of Shrimp God. Was today's prompt randomly generated, or did we decide to do it? It was random, yes. I did mention it in the opening scroll, actually. I was trying to think of the silly ones that were in there. And I did mention this, and I guess the gods of chaos heard me. I don't like that. I like that to encompass the entire foot for compositional reasons. Two tails? How do you make something a dragon? Simple. Add more. Could have been a hydra, couldn't it? Another day. Trying to show Bear Shwimp real quick. Fair enough. Shwimp was, spoilers, the final boss of the game. There they are. It's for Shwimp. They're just Shwimp. And they're like, ooh, what's going on here? And here we are. This is the party. For a sense of scale. This music suits Shwimp. It does. There's a curious little baby that just happened to also be a god. They didn't know what they were doing. They're cuter than their first form. Their first form was a bit unpleasant. But you needed that for the reveal of Shrimp to happen, so... What's this? Oh yeah, that was Grandma Hippo sacrificing herself. There she goes. What was her name? Grandma Bonk, that was it. I believe named after Ragdoll's grandmother, right? Not literally, but... As a consequence of... Yeah, my computer sounds like it's got a V8 engine in it right now. Stop it. Okay, maybe a little moped engine, but still. Louder than it should be. And more rumbly. And it's slightly disconcerting because I do everything on it. I also realised I spelled pigeon wrong. Pygon! pie gone? Where's the pie? It's gone. Where's it gone? It was snatched by a bird. 16 symbols was fun, and then we had to make it make sense. Yeah, I feel like after the Final Fantasy 9 draw through, we might do another one, because of the original ideas I've had for creative interactive streams, 16 symbols was the best. So, and maybe I'm just gonna sully the, you know, the good times we had with it by doing another one. But the pie's gone. What was I looking for? Pigeon tail. With like a little bit of. Oh, they do kind of have various sort of bits. And we can make each of these feathers. I mean, each of these feathers are going to be their own layer, and each of those layers is going to have 3 shading layers. 3, 4 probably. You see my problem. Grigori has a special place in your heart. Grigori's great. All the goons do, but Grigori's just, yeah. Grigori's good. Wick 2 for me, but that's just... There's nothing complicated there. They're just a little guy with a knife. And I appreciate that. Actually, what I'm going to do is go up and back. Again, helps sell the sense of scale a little bit. I mean, I'm not selling the sense of scale at all well, because this is just... I didn't plan this out, but... Bits be scraggly for fun. Yes, methinks tomorrow morning I may have to phone up somebody who knows about computers and how to fix them without electrocuting themselves. So if you want to commission me to help me pay for that, my commissions are open. He says to a bunch of people who themselves are looking for commissions. I just love the goons. I'm sure the goons can come back. In 16 symbols too. 17 symbols. Well, we talked about the possibility of 16 symbols being something other than fantasy, right? That it might be, well, not... But something other than, you know, wizardy, magic-y fantasy. Even though I think one of the briefs for 16 symbols was that I didn't want magic, and then the entire story revolved around magic. But because, and this is something you need to bear in mind, Bear, if you pardon the expression. Something that you must remember if you're going to be hanging around here when we do stuff. Very, very important that you remember that no one listens to me. And that's a good thing. Because if people listen to me, that's predictable, right? We don't want that. We want chaos. Also, I just realized I'm doing this in completely the wrong place. And yes, I do appreciate the irony of me saying, listen, Bear, listen to me, don't listen to me. Oh, I definitely don't listen to myself. Hence the memory. Wings are weird. I mean, to be fair, I have a very good picture to use as reference. Look at that. You ever want to know any bit of a pigeon? It's there. Say, draw a pigeon. Oops, all chaos and chaps. Oops, all chaps. Everybody here's a chap, right? Yes? I don't mean that in the gender sense, I mean that in the chap sense. Yes, I have commission prices. I've posted them to Twitter and the tumbles and so on and so forth. I want to stay away from magic. Yeah. Now put on this wizard hat and wave this wand. But yeah, they are commission prices for general styles. I don't really have prices for more interesting things because I don't really know. I just do those request by request. Kicking it didn't work. So am I going to go with this, or am I going to try and... Yeah! Appropriate music. Making sure this lines up with where it should be. Yes, if you have any advice with regards to like things I should be doing in order to help commissionees, commissioners, right? No. Who's the commissioner? Is it the person who does the commissioning or the person who gets the commission? I don't know. Yeah, you should have said you wanted it to be high fantasy, then we would have given you a gun. Yes. Did we have a gun? Oh well, there was one gun at least. See if I can find it. What happened there? It was before that. Actually, was it before that? Slightly before that. Like, I want to render that. That's a good picture. This was all happening. There was the gun. The person who commissions you to draw for them is the commissioner. Right, so they're the commissioner. I'm the commissionee. Yes, this was the incredibly subtly coded character of Catpitalism, who I think I drew 3 times. Sorry, oops. But then I drew them as an Animal Crossing character, so it worked. Oh, Catpitalist, that was it, sorry. CEO was Zebus Inc. We are subtle in storytelling. What's going on with these again? Right. I don't think these actually make sense in 3D, but it's a pigeon dragon. I'm not extraordinarily concerned. I'm not going to finish this on stream, by the way, because we're halfway through the stream. I haven't finished the sketch, and the process of actually doing fondant takes bloody ages. Some of it's luck, and one way you can get lucky is by looking after very chatty clients. You ended up with too many clients simply because they were a very social bunch on Twitter. Right. I mean, it's probably worth bearing in mind I'm not good at social stuff. Took me a very long time to really actually use social media in any meaningful way. Which, the solution to that probably is then learn. There's only so much I'm not naturally that kind of person before you have to actually start saying, well, those skills are required. You know, I wasn't naturally good at calculus, but I had to work at it to do it. Don't have to be so sure they just do it for you. I mean, to be fair, I'm in the position I am today by virtue of people being much better at social things than me. Because, you know, prior to streaming, I didn't know anyone. And I mean that almost literally. That is the same number of feathers, it just doesn't feel like it. It doesn't matter, it's fine. Working on social skills is scary. No, I'm gonna stop kicking my computer now. Okay, I'm just gonna do whatever imaginary anatomy I had in my head when I did this originally. Which is basically, here is bone, and here be feathers. We could do a third row of feathers, maybe. Have this as being sort of really short fur. Getting a bit floofy towards the end. Again, it's a JRPG monster. Doesn't have to make a huge amount of anatomical sense. In fact, it's probably better if it doesn't. Okay, so now we have like a little row of feathers going here. Don't have to worry too much about detail. And sort of fan out at the end there. Oh, this is gonna be so many layers. No, I've got a workaround for this. This is fine. Not thrilled with the shape. Hang on. I prefer this idea that it sort of clumps together thusly. And then down here it sort of clumps together. Starts spreading out. There. Press J for the liquefy tool. J stands for jostle. I'm sorry, it's not working in chat. Have you installed the liquefier extension? Oh, do I like that? Not really. No. No, that means delete! Okay, let's work out the shape first before we start thinking about feathers. We have that as a general idea. Oh, I see what I was doing here. I was doing that, and then that's the wing at the back. I like that, that's good. And you can do up, and then up. Yeah, believe in me, thank you. Sorry if you can hear my computer, by the way. It's only ever made this noise when I first started it up. Now it's doing it in the middle of streams. Great. Okay, what I'm gonna do, convert that into something like that. Keep it short to start with, and then have it count down. Does anyone know any good computer repair places near me? No? Oh. What do we look like, Google? I don't know. What does Google look like? Nope. Now it's raining quite heavily. That means that if you're going to hear anything, it'll be that. Yay! That's a solution, I guess. Again, this is just a rough idea. Okay, should I try to go for something like that? Maybe. Hope it doesn't freeze tonight, yeah. I'm gonna be carrying my computer down an icy street. So I didn't hear anything but me, the music, and clickety-clacks. To be fair, my microphone is a ribbon microphone, so it's fairly proximity sensitive. Do I prefer that? No, I prefer the silhouette before. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Always forget. Stay safe and stay warm. I will, don't worry. Yeah, 16 symbols. Sequel. Sequelstein symbols. The Sequelstein bears. Yeah, would we have interest in doing another genre, or like just like space fantasy instead of regular fantasy, or I don't know. I'd say a more dark fantasy, but there were dark bits. Steve actually sent me a Google Earth Maps thing. Thank you. You know my address. That is true. I was an IT consultant just up the road. Not really IT support though, is it? Hardware. That is a threat. There's also someone near me called Control Alt Steve. Am I doxing myself by saying that? Maybe. Thank you for the Google link and knowing my address. Oh, this relationship is like any customer's relationship with Amazon. You provide a helpful service, but at the cost of massive privacy invasion. Gonna put it in Twitch chat and they went, hold on. Thank you. I appreciate it. Instead you put it in Patreon chat, which makes more sense because I usually send things out with a return address, so. Certainly can't complain on that front. Would those back wings be behind the tail? Not really, no. Although that wing's extending a lot further down than the other one, so if I just do that, don't have to worry about it. There is another foot. Which probably need to deal with at some point. Oh dear. You like something maybe space fantasy-ish or science fiction-y? It's not something you often think about, so it could be fun. Yeah, might be an idea. We did also float the potential idea of putting all of the characters from all of the draw-throughs we've done into a random generator. And having the option when a new character comes up of going, pick one! Or we could just do whatever. And all new characters, as usual. If we're doing space fantasy, I can stick in some of the Googology people there as well. Can't wait for us to get Schrodinger randomly generated. Will it be chosen or will it not be chosen? Don't know. Hi, Christy! Hi, welcome to Pigeon Dragon. How are you? I'm gonna nudge this up. Can't nudge it up without nudging everything else up. Point of nudging it up is to get things out of the way. I am still kind of in the... It's not a bad mindset to be in with art, but I'm in the emote mindset of everything needs very clear space. Otherwise it won't be readable when it's small. But this isn't going to be small, so it's fine. Truly, who could know with Schrödinger? Exactly. Very uncertain. Ugology plus 16 symbols characters for randomly generating a space fantasy science fiction story would be fun. Fun's a word. Maybe I can add in 2 symbols. Whenever a new character symbol arises, it could be random or it could be new. You gotta get redacted calling it now. Wow. What's wrong with a little bit of Cungulus? Do I have to start worrying about actually colouring this in now? Sure, we'll work out the background as we go. And by as we go, I mean after we're finished. And by after we're finished, I mean some point in the future, because I'm not doing this on stream entirely. Okay, we can flip this back now, I guess. Also, should I make it slightly smaller so that it fits in the frame a little more comfortably? Sure. This isn't an enormous picture, but it's big enough. It sounds Animal Crossing, it's nice. This is a new release. This is Gypsum Jam from the album Mineral Hall. Technically a Lookfar album rather than a Louis Zong album, but Lookfar is just Louis Zong doing sort of story world things. He did I think the first album was the second album was Wind in the Willows. The first one was Discworld? Right? I think so. Anyway, yeah, this came out like a couple of weeks ago. Nice. The rest of the album's kind of more like this, sort of warbly, synthy, atmospheric, dungeon synth. People call it dungeon synth. I'm not entirely sure I understand that. Right. How do you work? When confronted with a problem with many, many individual parts, the scope of which you cannot properly comprehend or work out how to solve, find a piece you can solve and work your way out from that. So I'm going to start with the beak. What colour's the pigeon beak? It varies, so I'm going to go with something a bit fun. I'm actually going to label these because otherwise it's going to be an absolute nightmare. Gypsum Jam! When you're doing some plastering and you just got a jam. Or when you make some toast in the middle of doing some plastering and a bit of it falls in and it's all dusty. Yeah, that was always my approach when I was doing maths and such. You see a problem, or music as well. Music also works. That you simply don't know how to solve because it looks insurmountable. Try and find a small part of the problem that you do know how to solve, and usually, either the act of doing that or the context that you've now given yourself from doing that will help you see how to carry on a little clearer. I want to make a Animal Crossing sounding album. Very much a type of music I've never really tried before. But I've still got to do the Final Fantasy IX music and then the Chaos Chess music, and probably actually in the other order because I've been working on Chaos Chess and there's not a lot left to do. But also we should probably start the Final Fantasy IX draw through soon, so I should probably do that. But also Chaos Chess, but also... stuff. There, I'm gonna, well, actually, carry on underneath that bit, because that will go on top. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it some pizzazz. A little easier to see what's going on. Great life tip, definitely gonna steal it. It's real handy. One of the few pieces of advice I've just basically worked out myself, I suppose. Chaos just fast, it's your baby. It's a very neglected baby. It's like 2.5 years old at this point, and I've looked at it for maybe a month. This is why I'm not a parent. So the lower beak should actually go underneath. In terms of layers. What colour should this be? Should I follow the... probably. Maybe it's a little darker. Just... and that will be covered up by feathers, which could probably be on the same layer as the beak top. The real key to drawing in this style is trying to reuse layers where you can, because otherwise you're going to have literally hundreds. But the problem then is remembering what's on each layer. Okay, and then underneath that we'll have big top back. This bit. For now that has its own layer, but I'm sure something else will go on there. All of the thing. There's good pieces. Yeah, they're alright. I need to just keep reminding myself that it's going to be a free thing. It's literally designed so that friends can play this without having to get like tabletop sim or anything like that, and without having to think about the rules. It was literally, I came up with the stupid idea for a chess modifier. What if it was easy to play and free? Basically. And I have to keep reminding myself that that is the only standard I should be holding this project to. No rules, only chaos. Exactly. The only thing I couldn't implement, and it's a shame because actually when we played it together, that was probably one of the more fun ones, was having it so you randomized what piece you could move and how it moved every turn. I couldn't work out a way of really implementing that, so that's not in there, unfortunately. But it was fun. It's a good time. I should also, I would like to also have some physical versions as well, because it was designed to be played with just a normal chessboard and these weird decks of cards. But okay, now we have whatever this is. Oh, okay. Let's learn something. Let's learn something today. Hmm. Saray? Cere. Oh, or wattle. Okay, that's fair. I was trying to work out what the thing on the top of a pigeon's beak is called. Sare or wattle. Anyway, let's draw the wattle. Starting to remember why I don't do this style. Okay, then we can do. Maybe that's going to be over there. So actually, beak top can also be head. Which I spelled without an A. Head. The other major problem with this way of doing things is because you're doing everything on 700 layers. No, actually, yes, no, that's a crest, so it's going to be back here, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, because you're doing everything on 700 layers. Very difficult to go back and change colors. Possible, but improbable. Hello! You're the only person making you drawing this stuff. I know. But I do like how it comes out. This is the thing. I like the fondant. The fondant's good. Just saying, if for whatever reason, for whatever strange perverted reason, you're watching this and going, oh, I want to try it like that. Do bear in mind, this is by no means a brilliant thing to be doing. It has its foibles. Maybe we'll get to the point like if we finish the body and then I'll shade the body on stream just to sort of show roughly how this works. Chat isn't showing you all the chat again. Oh, it keeps doing this. Daddy Twitch. You love the style. Yeah, thank you. Oops, wrong line. I mean, you can go back and change colours, but only like one bit at a time. It's a bit of a faff. But it does prefer you the advantage of being able to go, let's doing a little bit of that. How's that treating you? Right, now I want the eye. Which is behind the wattle, so it has its own layer. There's more layers here as well. The layers they begin piling up. And I can see the layers piling up. That's alright. Save your work, everybody. It is turning more into a dino pigeon, isn't it? Which I'm fine with. That works. There, you're going to see me flashing things on and off quite a lot. It's another property of this style. Okay. For the sake of ease, I'm going to do that. Invert, copy, paint with this. Paint. There's a hole here somewhere. And I don't rightly know where. Yeah, it's gone. See if we can find any spots I missed. That's the other thing. Okay, so there's the border effect stroke outline thing, which is amazingly useful for lots of different reasons. But one of the things it's good for is if you do this, then you can find bits you missed. Or bits where you went over. Cool. Move that back. That's chest. Now we can do belly below that, which is the bottom as well. Goes behind the leg. Yep. This might encompass the whole thing. No, I'm gonna stop here. Which means yeah, okay. So I'm working out layer order again. First signs of things going over the top. What's everybody got planned for the rest of the week? Because I'm real good at conversation, me. Does his friend have a name? Pigeon Dragon. I'm perfectly happy to receive a name. Should anybody wish to prefer one? Finish work. Work on artwork. Work, work, work. Work, work. Work, 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 work. Pancake? Is that a name or is that a plan? Both are acceptable. Should still be poking up in the middle. We're not at the horizon line yet, are we? Liquefy. Name, pancake. Pancake crumble. Crumble. Or crumble a pancake. Not a huge fan of how this brush flicks at the end. That's just me. Cool. Bonk, bonk. Crumbs. What am I actually gonna do? This should help indicate what I'm trying to do here, but also give me some pieces to work with. Oops. Remember to lock the transparency of your layers before trying to change the color. That work? Less cloudy, more deliberate. Uh, You jump scared yourself with your own art. How'd you do that? Oh, whoops, hang on. Well, there are other things on this layer. How'd you do that? And don't do that. Thank you for saying nice things. I kind of actually want to do the sort of iridescent thing. Put that back in fully. And then do a kind of... maybe the first modifier layer so far. Whoops. Is that working?
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks.
Hello! Scaring the crow! Hello! Also, was that scaring the crow followed? Why didn't it say? Why didn't... there's the thing. There should be an alert. Oh no! Hi! Sorry. Yes! This is a dragon pigeon dragon. It's scaring the crow, it's scaring the crispy. I'm flustered. Also, I'm trying something and it's probably not going to work. Just so you know. Hello! Torturing myself with details. It's fine. Okay, now if I turn these down a bit. And then maybe blend a little. Is that working? Kind of. It'll when I do the shading, it'll blend in a little nicer. Don't worry about it. New friend. Hello. Sorry, I was focused and now I'm confused. Draw a burb and the flock starts flocking. Flock. Language miss. Next draw a murder of crows. There was the crow dragon before this. But the randomizer gave us the pigeon dragon. Right. So, and then also, now I don't know what to say. I've got a new person here. Everybody behave. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is over that. Why is it over that? Oh, because I'm drawing on the wrong layer. It's not them behaving you need to worry about. It might be. Yeah, in following the line of reasoning of Cheeb there, I don't have to worry about Cheeb not chat not behaving, because they won't. So why worry about a certainty? Concern yourself not with those things which are certain. Just a stream you told us not to listen to you. That's fair. And then I gave a bunch of advice. Which seems counterintuitive. Because I am. Okay. Okay. Now we can do... No, I could probably cheat with this. And by cheat, I mean... Yes, okay. I tried to name the layer, which I can show you. I tried to name the layer leg tufts, then click off and choose my select tool. And my select hotkey is M. But unfortunately I didn't actually click off selecting it, which means that I accidentally named this layer leg tufts. Leg tufts. Anyway. Welcome to the stream, Crow. Should be another name for a group of pigeons. An inconvenience. No, that's not fair. Pigeons had a bit of a hard lot, thanks to the callousness with which they were treated by humans. Hey, you, do you want to be our friends? Do you want to be our pet? Do you want to do things for us? Great! We can do that for a couple of thousand years, and then... no, bugger off. Don't want you anymore. Vermin! Vermin, you are! It's not nice. Not nice at all. Okay, so now, in order to not have yet another set of layers, whoops, I can combine this one layer into two by sneakily cheekily probably do this the other way around, shouldn't I? now they are separate. Hurrah for shadows. Just feral babies. Confusion. That makes sense. They do always seem confused. Again, because we kicked them out and didn't teach them how to look after themselves, so they just stole chips. Gotta go to work now. Yeah, exciting. Hello. And by hello, I mean goodbye. Hope you enjoyed this very confused moment. There will be more of those in future, I assure you. Enjoy work! Or, yeah, at the very least, you know, get through it. Hooray, you can do it! What do I want to do now? Legs? Not really, but I have to. So that was that layer. That should be fair game. Okay, I see what I'm gonna do. Thanks for dropping by. Confused arting. That should be the name of the stream. That doesn't bode well. Oh, did I do a thing? No, I did a thing. Hang on, can I? Selection from layer applied to itself. No, that's just really weird. Why is that doing that? No, this seems fine, right? Should probably specify what I'm actually doing. Wow, yes, brilliant. Okay, so what happened? When I did this light area here, I accidentally just smushed it all around and didn't actually lock the transparency. So there was just a big blob of transparent mist over the top. And so in order to get rid of that, I chose the layer. I chose, if I went to selection from layer and I chose create selection, this gives me the selection based on the transparency of the layer itself. I then applied it to itself as a layer mask, which theoretically shouldn't change anything because I'm just applying the transparency of the layer to the layer that has that transparency anyway. And then, choosing the layer, I decided to just ramp up the transparency so that anything that was slightly transparent would be completely transparent. And thus I got rid of the fine mist. Apparently that worked. I wasn't sure it was going to. I thought I'd share that tip because I just worked it out. This is the fun thing about digital art, is you get given these tools, and then from that point you're just like, right, how do I use them? Creative tool use. Right, now that's done. What was I actually doing? I was playing legs here, right? Cowboy time. Um. Let me just use saturation, so on and so forth layer. Set it to nothing. Oh man, it's stuck a mask on it. Didn't mean to do that. You're not perfect. We'll deal. We'll deal. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Why is that acting so weird? Well, I haven't done things on the wrong layer again, have I? No, no, it's all on there. How peculiar. Anyway. They be leg, so let do foot. This should all be doable in one go, right? Anything else on this layer? That, which I'm not going to touch, so that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm arguing with myself as to how to do things in my head, which is not entertaining in the slightest. But that's what you get with these random streams. Is it going to be something I can talk while doing? Is it not? Who knows? Chances are probably not. I should probably do those on different layers, shouldn't I? Nah, screw it. Let's live on the wild side. If I wanted absolute precision in color here, I would put all of these toes on separate layers. But, oh well. That's future me's problem. Entertaining us by drawing a pigeon. Faffing with your axolotls. Yeah, good axolotls. So apologising, this is a chill drawing. Unfortunately, if I don't apologise, I won't have anything else to say. Living on the edge! Toes on the same layer! I know! If I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to have to colour the toes according to different shadings, I'm going to have to go in there and find the line that connects the two of them and do them for every single shading layer. Cool. I know, calm down, calm down. Now toesy woesies. Little tootsies. I only say toesy woesies because of clip of Good Omens. I should really watch that at some point. I feel like I got the gist now, right? Have I seen the Hellhound in it yet? No, not yet. Do I really need to when you've seen a piece of Curly X's Xerophil fan art? I've drawn Curly in the Xerophil fan art. I have! On request. I also kind of drew them as cats during the Angel and Demon streams, but yeah, I'm glad. There's some jetsam here, what's going on? Colorful jetsam. And we're done! I hope you enjoyed. Here is the Pigeon Dragon in all its glory. I, for one, would be intimidated if I saw this. Standing at the foot of my bed. They're out for a stroll. It is my new avatar. Okay. Oh. Kiki's meowing outside my door. What are you mad about? Being a monster. Eat a big steppy, then falls off your bed. It's the Kiki. She, if I had to hazard a guess, she's just had food. And is very excited about the fact that she's just had food. And doesn't quite know what to do with herself. This was supposed to be on the leg layer. That's fine, I can fix that. Fixed. Great, let's do this entire thing on the same layer. Living on the edge! Living on the edge of reasonable planning for the future. This is the slight issue with this bit. Good enough. That's what I'm aiming for here. Good enough. Uh, uh. And back here. Yep, that's safe, good. As long as I'm really careful, this should be fine, yes? Possibly. And I meant that. Desperately trying to keep the layer count down and also keep track of how the layers are working. Auto save! Everybody save your work, please. It's very important. Always save, it's importante. I am not going to be able to do the wings tonight. We'll do the tail, then stop probably. Alas. I didn't know what we were going to do today. That's part of the randomness. Sometimes, just sometimes, you can't paint something entirely in a stream. Yeah, these are definitely going to need their own layout. Is it worth them having each layer per feather? No, not really. There's more reason for it than the tail than the wings. We'd only need 6. Yeah, let's do it. We live on the wild side, everybody. Gotta go get some dinner. Have some dinners. Get nice food. You finished the commission. Hooray! Everybody's doing good things. Finishing commissions, getting food. All that. If you haven't finished a commission or gotten some food, consider getting some food. I can recommend such wholesome foods as chocolate. Also got permission to share the fan art commission from the commissioner and using that as advertisement on Tumbles. Yee! You're drawing OC. Nice. In bed with a hot water bottle, the stream's helping you chill while you have a headache. Oh no. Well, I'm glad we're helping chill. Hoping that gets some attention, which it should, because apparently the God of War fandom's starving for content. Well, it's coming soon. Randomly generated God of War ships. Or something. I don't know. So this is gonna work outside in, maybe? No, it should be inside out. Okay. Whatever, so long as it works. Feels about right. Not a huge fan of the colours. I think I can make that work better. Something like that, and then that's not gonna work. It's fine, don't worry about it. Leg tufts. Sorry, it's been a while since I said anything, and that was the first thing I said. Honestly, you could draw any chip, and there's probably some people who would die over it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Anything works in chip world. Oh, Spot. Oh, my. It's a chunky, big chunky boy. And soon, big chunky boy with wings. Coming soon to a wing near you. But not now, because I need to go off and do things. Thanks for being here. Hope this was chill at least. Would hug, they would peck. They woodpecker. Coming soon to a theatre near you. Chunky Bob with wings. The sequel to Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Chunky Bob with wings. Remake of the Alfred Hitchcock film just called Borbs. Shot for shot identical, but we just replaced the word bird with Borb. But enjoyed this, thank you. I'm glad. Exciting music happening right now. Too high energy, stop. That'll do. Would give bread and seed and peanut butter cakes. Oh. Borb. This is very, very orb, actually. This is the bird orb. Borb. Orb. Brr. Actually, like that, it looks like a kind of when you see like multiple animation stills at the same time. This is the walk cycle of them walking towards you, but just sort of played out frame by frame. Anyway, Wings to be continued. But until Wings, I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to do this. I've got a lot of crap I need to do. Maybe next Wednesday. But until then, we'll be back on Saturday with a game with friends, possibly War Tales. Who knows? If not, something fun, hopefully. And then on Sunday, doodling with friends again, with different friends probably. It's usually a different arrangement of friends. It'll be the same. I don't know. I'm not restricting any possibility. But yeah. And then tomorrow is, I believe, a Chibi Nethers Day, if Jeeb's up for it. Do a bit more birdlands, or some doodles, or just chat, or whatever they wish to do. Yeep. Yeep indeed. Borderlands. Borderlands, but birds. Well, there's a video idea. Let's write that down. Redesigning all the Borderlands main characters as birds. There's only 12 of them, right? Dinosaurs are kind of birds. Yeah, makes sense. Go to the dinosaur swamp place. See some Borbs. See some Borbs in progress. But I'm gonna leave now and sort out my bits and bobsels. Let's have some music to end that is not Louis Zhong. Lovely though the music is, we have been listening to it for 2.5 hours. What do we play? I don't know. What's Borby? What sounds like a Borb? Please draw Zane as Bob, Irish Bob. My commissions are open. That could be Sunday theme, Borderlands, yeah. Borderlands. We're gonna go to the Borderlands wiki. You're gonna get a random character, and you have to draw them as a bird from memory. What is Birdie? Oh, I know what's Birdie. What am I doing? Yes, of course. I'm an idiot. Thank you everyone for being here. Enjoy that fantastic idea for a Sunday stream. No, we were going to do something on Sunday. What was it? I had an idea. Oh yeah, the the body parts. Everyone suggest a body part at the same time thing. We'll give that a go. Why not? Wings could be a body part. You're welcome to do that. So yeah. Bye. Have a lovely week, everybody. Look after yourselves. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed. Tids are not allowed. Well, we'll finesse the rules as we get. Challenge you all. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.